The problem is it's visible only from the freeway as you're driving by. It's in a no-fly zone for drones. So if you want to get a full vantage point of how massive this place is, you really can't unless you walk out on the freeway like I did. All the roads around it are blocked off. There's fences all around it. The entire property around it, Balboa Park, for people that know the San Diego area, is surrounded by a Navy base. In fact, it's partially on the Navy base. This is what's so infuriating to me. So you can't get to it to actually show what's happening. So the only place you can is where I went to. And that's why they're so mad. They're thinking, oh, well, nobody can actually see what's actually happening here. So this is a coordinated effort by the state of California, the city of San Diego, the county of San Diego, to basically supposedly come up with a solution for the homelessness crisis. But Grant, this is in a state where they are missing $24 billion of the homeless budget. That's Gavin Newsom and all of these Democrats, and a lot of that goes right back to San Diego. So this is an industry. You referenced that when you brought me on. Yeah. There is an entire industry now around homelessness, just like there's an entire industry around illegal immigration. And that's what it's about. It's about filling people's pockets, not helping people get off the streets.
Let me just explain something. That 24 billion number that Ben mentioned, since they've spent that amount, homeless numbers have risen. So it tells you that throwing money at a problem doesn't work, and no one can really track where all the... Yeah,
that's the money that's missing. That's the unaccounted for money. There's billions more on top of that. That's the insanity of this. We're spending billions and billions and billions of dollars, and that's what this looks like. The internment camp is all they can come up with. While we have illegal aliens in high-rise buildings, in very nice hotels, in condominiums all across the state of California and all across the country, that's what we're doing to our homeless. And many of the guys in there are veterans as well. It's absolutely disgraceful.
All right, you said something that was very important when you were talking to them. You said all this money, taxpayer money, is being spent to keep people homeless. And I want everyone to know what you said to them was absolutely true. They want the homelessness because it is absolutely $1 billion industry. Why did you say that to them?
Well, because I want them to hear it. A lot of the people that work in these facilities live in their bubbles. They live in this leftist ideological bubble in cities like San Diego, sadly, which used to be a conservative city, just south of Camp Pendleton. And you've got the Navy SEALs that train there, has been taken over by radical communist leftists. And it's basically all the people that work there are government employees who need people to stay on drugs, need people to the housing costs to be astronomical, need people to not be able to find a job and to be in and out of prison so that they keep their job. There is an industry. And all you have to do, Grant, is just look at what you just said. It's intuitive. You can't spend $100 billion, which is somewhere around the neighborhood. I think it's probably closer to $200 billion that California has spent on homelessness, and have that as the solution, unless your goal is to keep people homeless.